Hi, today we're going to explain to you the determinants of supply.
Right, so let's start with the determinants of supply. So basically, the determinants of supply can be remembered by using the acronym called STORES. We will explain in due course what each letter stands for in the coming slides. So over to Jari to start us off.
Okay, so let us look at the first word. S stands for subsidies and taxes. An example of a subsidy could be when the government gives dairy farmers money for producing their goods. This would lower the production cost of the farmers, which would shift the supply curve to the right, which means more products would be supplied. This is seen by the red line.
The second letter is defined as technology. Technological improvements help reduce production costs and increase profit, thus stimulate higher supply. An example of this is new machinery, an improvement. The process of creating and supplying will make it cheaper and more effective for the suppliers. A touchscreen on a mobile device is cheaper to create, and as the costs of producing this type of technology increase, it will become more affordable, making the supply cheaper, as seen in the red line below, allowing more firms to enter the market.
The O stands for other related goods prices. This is when a company is producing skis, for example, and snowboards at the same time. If the price of snowboards would increase and the price of skis were to decrease, then the suppliers would like to produce more snowboards than skis and shift the production from skis to snowboards. Here the supply curve of snowboards would shift to the right as the quantity supplied would increase.
The R stands for resource costs. This means the utilities and resources used in order to produce the good produced. If the price of aluminium goes up, the supply of cars, for example, will decrease due to the price of production, resource costs.
Expectations of future prices comes next in our acronym list. If the price is expected to rise in the future, then supply will increase and vice versa for a decrease in price. For example, if the expected price of copper is to increase in the future, then copper wiring company producers will decrease until the supply will rise.
The S stands for the size of the market, also known as number of producers. So if there are many producers, then there is a greater competition between the different producers and create a choice for the demanders. So for example, if you have Denner Coke, Pepsi Coke, and Coca-Cola, then the size of the Coke market is big and creates price competitions between these different producers. So if Pepsi is to produce more Coke, then the Coca-Cola company will supply more Coca-Cola at a cheaper price, to have an advantage on the targeted audience, which are, in this case, Coca-Cola consumers. So that was STORES, the acronym for Determinants of Supply.